What is up guys, and welcome back to another tier list video. And in today's video we're going to rank the players in the Aqua vs Inferno event that cost 500 and 650 shots. In my previous video I kind of forgot to explain the tiers. They are pretty obvious, but still I would like to go through it. The C tier have players that you should completely avoid. The B tier has players that are not so good, but still you can go for them if you have no other choice. A tier has players that are decent, but they're not 100% worth it, and there are better options as well. S tier has players that are completely worth getting, and they bring total value and performance to your arsenal. S plus has players that are so good that you're like, damn, how can this player cost this low? This specific tier has players that are worth more than you pay for. So with the tiers explained, there is one more thing that you guys should know. The players that cost 500 or 650 shots are already in the most valuable category. So for this particular tier list, we're not going to count their value as much as we do for the other lists. Still, it would matter a little bit because there is still a difference between 500 and 650. So with everything explained, now let's start this video. As you can see, we've got 3 strikers and I want to talk about them first. Luis Hernandez, Omar Mamouche and Robin van Persie. Let's talk about Hernandez first. This guy is extremely good. He's got decent pace, great stamina, 4-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot, and he is one of the smoothest strikers in the game. His skill stun is so incredible. His shooting is also quite amazing. He makes some great runs and he can finish off almost anything. 4-star weak foot does give you some problems, but so does these guys too, because all of these guys have a 4-star weak foot. But Luis Hernandez still does a pretty good job at finishing his chances with a weaker foot. In terms of versatility, Hernandez can only play at the striker position and you shouldn't play him at any other position. Omar Mamouche is a very interesting choice. In fact, both of these guys are. Both Van Persie and Mamouche have kind of like a similar profile. Both can play at the left winger position. They're both really good, but I think Van Persie has the edge. Even though he's not as fast as Mamouche, he's still more clinical and he feels incredibly smooth. It is crazy that he's 6'2" and he feels super smooth. His kill stun is also quite decent and his roulette movement is very close to the body, which is a really nice surprise, considering how tall this guy is. If we talk about the price point, both Mamouche and Hernandez cost 500 shots and Van Persie cost 650 shots. So how should we rank these 3 guys? I think Hernandez would be an S tier pick because he suits this meta quite incredibly. He's 5'9" and he's got incredible dribbling stats, which are perfect for this meta. If we compare Mamouche with Van Persie, I think Mamouche is going in the A tier because even though Van Persie cost 150 shots more than Mamouche, he still performs way better than Mamouche, and that doesn't mean Mamouche is a bad player. If you have 500 shots and you need a versatile player, I think if you don't want to go with Hernandez, then Mamouche is still a very good choice because there is something about this card that I really liked, and that is his ability to contest for the ball. Even though he's not super tall or he's not somebody with incredible amount of physical, he still contests for the ball and he tries to win every single ball he contests for, which gives you some scenarios where you're able to steal the ball from the opponent and score the goal. Also, his passing and crossing are really good, so he still brings good value to your squad. We don't have any other similar positions, so we're gonna talk about these guys one by one. First up, I want to talk about Campbell, and I think I'm going to put him in the S tier because normally I don't like Sol Campbell cards, not because I'm a racist, but because they're not so good in terms of performances. But this card is really good, and I was kind of surprised that this card was performing incredibly well. And I think that is because he's got decent stats as well as some really good traits, which are power header and dives into tackle. Not only that, he's got low medium work rates, which are kind of perfect for a center back in my opinion. For 650 shots, he is an incredible center back and definitely deserves to be in the S tier. Next up, we've got Marcos Llorente, and I think he's going in the B category because he cost 650 shots and he's not bringing as much value or as much performance as you would expect from this card. Yes, he's fast, but he's not super fast, like he doesn't have 120 plus pace or something. And on top of that, his defending is quite mediocre. His auto defending is almost non-existent and you have to do it all on your own. If you're controlling any other player manually and he's also right behind there trying to defend and you're expecting him to defend automatically, this guy is not going to do the job for you. And even though you desperately need this guy and you put him in your squad, sooner or later you would want to replace him as soon as possible. So that is why he's in the B category. Next up, let's talk about another player that cost 500 shards, and that is my Tweety. Did I say my Tweety? Well, sorry about that because somehow I slip up when I'm trying to pronounce his name. Matuidi, whatever. Well, anyway, I'm going to call him my Tweety. So, Matuidi is in the A tier because there are something weirdly wrong about this card. Despite being such an incredible card, he's got decent pace, he's got incredible defending and physical, he's 5'11" high, which is not too shabby, and his medium-high work rates should make him one of the best CDMs in the game. But there is something weird. Well, when I was testing this guy as a lone CDM, there was this problem where he was going too much in the attack. He was leaving his spot and there were spaces left behind which I had to cover with the CMs. And I was shocked to see this guy running even above the cam. So I don't know what's wrong about his positioning, but that really put me in some tough spots. But when I put him in a double pivot formation like 4-2-3-1, he was doing well and he was also holding his position. So for some reason, if you play him in a single CDM formation, he is going to be out of position quite a lot. And I think that is why he is going in the A tier because this is kind of a problem. Other than his issue, his dribbling is super smooth and his stick movement is also very decent. Next up, let's talk about Raquelme, and I think Raquelme is also going to be in either S or A tier because he cost only 500 shards. I think he's going in the A tier because he's still not a perfect cam. His passing is really good. His dribbling also feels quite smooth, but his shooting is not that good. His power shots are weak, his finesse shots are quite decent, but still you shouldn't expect him to score long-range screamers. Inside the box, he does finish quite well. The best thing about this card is I think his positioning. When you're playing him behind two strikers and you do some quick passes, he makes some really good runs. So that is a big plus for him. But I think he can only shine when he's playing in that sort of position. If you try to play him as a wider cam in some formations like 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2-2, this guy is going to disappoint because his pace is not so good. Overall, he's still a decent value because he feels really smooth, and if you focus on delivering some good passes, then he is a perfect choice for you. Lastly, we've got Paul Scholes, and he is going in the S+ category because he is one of the best central mids I've ever used in this game, to be honest. I think it may sound like I'm exaggerating, but trust me guys, this card is incredible. Even though he's not the fastest looking card, he still does incredibly well. He's 5'7" with 114 or I think 115 dribbling, but still he feels super smooth because he's only 5'7", and you know in this meta, if your player is small, dribbling stat like this can still work with him. His shooting is insanely good for the stats he has. His finishing is quite incredible even outside the box and inside the box too. He's got a perfect set of traits as well, including playmaker and dives into tackles. And his passing is like a sniper finding the heads of its targets. So I think this guy definitely deserves to be in the S+ category because he only cost 500 shards. And that brings a wrap to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment down your thoughts, and also please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've still got so many viewers who are not subscribed to the channel, so please do that as it will be a huge support to me. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server, and I'll see you guys in the next video.